call this a rap. I would say more of like a poem, you know? It's a new generation. People call poems rap, so just bear with me, yeah? So you see, the past 5 years have been hectic. Always feeling lost, worried, and rejected. Didn't feel accepted. I was infected by the perspective of feeling neglected. Parents believed in me and saw my potential, but their discipline always got me resentful. Getting into fights every single day, couldn't pray, by the way, failed out of school, it was stressful. Tried to turn my life around, but had no success. Put myself down because I wasn't the best. I was a mess. Infinite regress. If you want an analogy, just look at the Mets. Sorry. It rhymed. I had Never wanted to be home. My school was the clubs. I was 15, popping pills and doing drugs. Suddenly my life came to a halting stop. After stealing a lot of money for alcohol and pot. I needed to let go. I needed to strive. Honestly, it was the best moment of my life. 2018, on April 11th, I looked up to the sky and felt God's presence. A spiritual awakening. I was ready to surrender. I had too many emotions, so I threw it in a blender. I ran to my parents and asked for help. All I was expecting was a flip-flop and a belt. But they had open arms and said, of course, sent me off to Karen, a treatment resort. At this point, I was broken, in a terrible mood. The only thing that was kosher was some airplane food. You see, things started getting better for me. Great counselors and staff, they were my family. Besides that one person who kept asking if I wanted broccoli, because every time he asked, I thought I could filter fish and pastrami. Just did. Anyway, one day I walked outside my bedroom, searching for any inspiration that I could consume. In the corner of my eye, I see a big dude. He had a big beard, boots, but zero tattoos. I was scared of the guy. He kind of looked like a hipster. He greets me with a handshake and says, I'm Rabbi Lipsker. Over Karen, I got to know Rabbi really well. He taught me about prosperity and how to excel. I thought he would question me about how I was a sinner, but all he asked me was to come for the Shabbat dinner. I put on my suit, tie, and a pair of Shabbat socks, arrived at the first destination, a beautiful synagogue. We proceeded to sing and pray. I felt a teardrop in my eye. I haven't felt like this in years. I'm so grateful I met you, Rabbi. The next destination was Rabbi's house. Walked inside, smelled challah and a hint of Brussels sprouts, including sauerkraut. Yeah, I put that in my mouth. I was never full. I went dish after dish. I ate chicken soup and a fat piece of knish. Couldn't forget the 10 pieces of gefilte fish. Regarding to the food, the table was cozy. A big factor in that was Ari, Hoodie, and Rosie. If you can't tell, Rabbi can't do this by himself. That's why I give a special shout out to Mrs. Hipster herself. You see, the atmosphere at that table that night brought hope and inspiration to my burning light. In the beginning of my journey, I felt like a rodent. But from then on, Rabbi has been a proponent for teaching me how to live in the moment. If every single person had a taste of what I got, I'm sure they will obtain the perseverance I caught. Rabbi, I truly look up to you. Your mission is clear, to help anyone in life and let go of your fears. Your gratitude in life, that's something I chase. One thing's for sure, I will always remember this place. Thank you.
Hey, one more thing. We got one more thing.